Finally, 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 he's back in the game. I still can't figure out whether or not Kimetsu no Yaiba. I know people prefer demons. The Demon Slayer's too boring of a name. The Kimetsu no Yaiba. It's been so long since Tanjiro. Well, it felt like it's been so long since Tanjiro got downed, and the fight with Muzan has felt. It just felt like it's really been too long for too little of happening. They're pretty much just hanging out in this town, and Muzan's just walking around with tendril blades flying all over the place. Dude's gonna end up dead, primarily because he doesn't he just didn't worry too much about what's going on with some of these other characters. He's like, well, I'll just beat him here. It's like, dude, take out as many as you can and then leave. You can literally just come back in the middle of the night and continue. You already took down a lot of important people. You already lost a lot of important people, but you can recover, and now you're like in an evolved state, so you should be mildly okay. And then you got some of the Demon Corp kind of guys that are trying to heal Tanjiro. He's still got the infection, the whole blood from Muzan coursing in his body. And I figured, it's gonna end up buffing him up. They're saying it's near dawn. There was an hour and some change until the sun came up. They need to keep Muzan there until then. Muzan should just straight aim at the ground and just blade through it and dig or something and just try and get out of there. But now he's in some further dangerous area because with the whole aid now bringing in the whole seals that make it so he can't see them, it's just making it harder for the dude to do anything, and they're starting to gain the ability to see into his body as well, do the whole muscle vision to be able to predict some of his movements and whatnot. But Muzan, shortly after that, there's just a scene where they're oh, what happened to everybody? Where did everybody go? And they're just seemingly beaten. You see Himejima, no leg. Giyu lost an arm. It doesn't look like a lot of the other guys got nearly as beaten, but still defeated. And I just noticed, literally as I'm re-going through this, that one of the Inosuke's swords broke, so he's definitely done. But so when they're kind of getting ready, and it's time for the just execution, because Muzan wouldn't be letting any of them live unless he wanted to turn any of them into demons. But you have just a large attack come up, destroy one of his hands, and up comes Tanjiro, who is looking a lot more serious. I like this one because it has that weird kind of glared bit. The whole last panel with him in the chapter, I don't know, it looks too much like normal Tanjiro, which I don't really care for in terms of the intensity. I really like this panel because it looks like he's gotten leaner, a little bit more bug-eyed and kind of crazy, which I think is really neat in that whole aspect of, because it's not like there's just oh, he's got something on his face. He's got Muzan's blood coursing through his body. He's obviously going to get some form of demonic transformation. It'd be kind of weird if he kind of stays like this, just with this weird infection on his face, and then they get the cure again maybe, and it's oh, we'll heal it, and then you're good. I think he's going to end up becoming full demon, and then he's going to have to, he's utilizing said demonic power in order to do it. Even Muzan says it's hard to tell between them which one is the demon, and Tanjiro's got this big old weird growth on his face. Plus, it would be really useful in terms of he's got this whole demon slaying mark. You would have the same thing with Kokushibo of he's got the elongated demon immortality, but he has still the buff, the benefits of it. And it'd be because him and the way that they're kind of reflected, I know Yoriichi is kind of in a lot of panels done of oh, well, you have him kind of be the opposite end, but I think it's more kind of with Kokushibo, because whereas Kokushibo did all this, if he went down this darker path in order to become stronger than his brother, really kind of have his own sense of identity, doesn't want to lose to him. But with Tanjiro, ends up harnessing, he harnesses demonic power, but ends up using it to protect instead. And instead of being I take this just to be strong, I don't want to fall behind, where it's I want to take this risk and this power in order to defeat Muzan, in order to put an end to this. It's this nice reflection, opposite ended kind of means to it. Opposite ended just way that he's grasped this power, and the way that he's going to end up utilizing it in order to fight Muzan. There's still a potential that Muzan will run away. He got that whole body exploding thing, but maybe he'll try it, and then we'll have this cool large scale AoE attack from Tanjiro, or just he'll be too fast for it and then just annihilate them all before Muzan is able to escape. If they're able to defeat him here, and there's nothing to come after this, like, I don't know how the author could continue unless, you know, wanted to do that, like, oh, other kind of like powerful demons on other continents that they go take care of in other countries, introduce like other demon slayers. It's like a weird idea, because it's like, it seems like they're in kind of the end game, but there's stuff set up to where that could be more. And with the sales numbers as they are, it'd be easy to continue, and for both a writing standpoint, but also from a kind of like selling standpoint, you know, as you know, Viz and whatnot and Kodansha, they're probably not going to want to, not Kodansha, Shueisha, probably aren't going to want to, you know, end it as it is. Probably going to try and keep what the author will, probably be like, listen, we want more of this series, keep going. But, you know, obviously it's entirely up to, oh, well, it's probably up to the combination of the author, but also whatever is on her contract. Because, you know, I imagine whenever you get signed up, there's probably something in place of being, you know, hey, you know, you have at least this amount of years, and they could probably sweeten the deal and do whatever they can for it, maybe up royalties or something. There's definitely means that if she wanted to continue, they could do it without it feeling forced. Like I said, there are other countries mentioned. The demons even ended up talking a little bit about other countries. And it could easily be like, oh, well, whatever happened to Muzan, there's like an equivalent of them in, you know, how many other countries? 4 or 5, maybe 6 other countries or something. And you have other versions. And it'd be, I think personally, it'd also be really cool to introduce other characters from other countries. Because then you could have like the different styles of demons from other like countries' lores. But just from the standpoint of being able to like see it in the art style. But also just being able to introduce like different styles of demon slaying. Maybe it doesn't have to just be swords. Maybe you can have other different kinds of various weapons, other different styles. Maybe introduce like other countries have other like found other weaknesses to the demons, because there's obviously sun stuff, and you know I think the idea of, you know, having a sun-induced weapon, you know, probably would come pretty obvious. Like if you have this like full knowledge of, you know, they can kill by sun, so maybe other things. Who knows entirely what the author's got plans, but we can see. It could easily just as much end in the next couple chapters. It was refreshing seeing Tanjiro get up. I'm guessing that he's going to be fighting, and then it's going to be him and Nezuko to be the ones to take down Muzan. But like other than that, I don't really see what else is really to come. Like I said, possibilities, but those possibilities are only in kind of speculation right now. A very fast to read chapter like this one as well. Like the last chapter was pretty quick to read, this one as well. But I'm guessing the next couple chapters are going to be really heavy in events, and obviously, you know, the main character is back up. He's buffed, his sister's coming his way, and seemingly they're both going to be demonically induced and powered. But also, you know, having the whole fire blood and then fire sword, you know, and sun-based abilities in order to take down Muzan. This might be the time to do it. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. What the author's got planned, I don't know. I'm very curious to know what she's gonna, you know, where she's gonna take this. But for now, I think let's just go with like the idea they're gonna take down Muzan and maybe. And if that happens, like again, I'm all right with it. But it's at the same time, it's like I can see it ending here just fine. But at the same time, like I want to see like this other potential setup, just because I think it'd be a really cool idea. On top of exploring the rest of the world and seeing some of, you know, some of these other things that could exist in the series, if so. Other than that, comment below. Tell me your thoughts are about this chapter. And tell me, would you rather the series end here or continue? Because I know there's like a lot of people that overhype Kimetsu no Yaiba, and there's a lot of people that dislike it because of the people that overhype it. I enjoy it. I don't think it's like the best series ever, but I do think it's fun. I do think it's entertaining, and I do like I do like the villains. Though I will say, like, I would have preferred Kokushibo over Muzan. Other than that, comment below, thumbs up the video, press the like button, subscribe button, and check out my other videos. And I appreciate everyone who's already subscribed. And thank you all for listening.